sing that?
We're gonna get a copyright strike. Probably. James, it's gone on too long. James, it's too far. James. Hey, welcome back to the Ecstasy Podcast. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Raul.
I'm Wyatt.
And I'm James.
Alright, so, do you guys bring anything you want to talk about? Because I have literally nothing.
We talk about stuff on this?
Yes, are you dumb? That's what a podcast is.
We did last time. I have an update on the raccoon situation.
Oh, yeah, okay,
What's
so
this?
his raccoon,
backstory.
So, recap, we've talked about it every 3 episodes now. His whole raccoon thing, there are raccoons that build a tunnel in his house into every room, like they scratched holes through the walls and everything, and then they left, and now there's a bunch of other animals in the tunnel.
No, they never left.
One of them got...
But no, yeah, the first episode, we were talking about how I was using a sword, and this is one of the swords. But, yeah, they break holes in everywhere. I'm pretty sure it's starting to develop another one in my living room, but it's like, they don't even use the holes. It's like, they break it, and it's like, oh shit, a hole. Walk around it. What the fuck? But, dude, I cannot sleep with those bitches in there. We caught a cat, because we put a trap outside, because they usually go in through the restroom. There's like a hole near the water heater, and a cat just ended up
in your
house. We put bait in it, and it's like, oh, bait.
So
let me just get caught.
If you could
nibble on that.
If you could guesstimate how many raccoons and cats?
About 6.
6?
About 6.
In your house? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because we had 2 in my parents' room. Okay, because we were trying to count, because one day we were like, man, this thing keeps on scratching the thing. So we started hitting the roof, and like 3 footsteps from like another room started running, and then 2 over here, like 2 more over there, and it's like, what the fuck?
Just take a 12 gauge, just like go to town in your living room.
Like
just blasting holes in the ceiling.
Like Ratatouille when she like the chandelier. Oh, dude.
Oh my
It's
god.
fucking annoying.
Bro, your house is like Ratatouille live action. Yeah.
Honestly?
That's hilarious.
Faggotouille. So, I just wanted to say the neighbors are out, and there have been like 17 neighbors that have lived in that house across the street. My uncle used to live there, and he was pretty lit, and then he moved because he got a big titty Asian girlfriend.
A pretty rare one.
Yeah, yeah. So he moved out, but every single family that's been in there has had some sort of marital dispute. And
big
like
titty Asians.
No, not just.
Fuck you! I don't like your wonton soup, but yeah. You make a white wonton soup, yeah.
Yo.
Oh my god. No, but so my favorite thing in the world in this neighborhood is because like this is a super like calm neighborhood. Yeah, it is, and I shouldn't be living here. Like that's the thing, is I definitely shouldn't be. But so there was a marital dispute that went on between the house right across from mine and the house next to it. Like, so I think one person was cheating on someone at that house.
With the neighbor?
Yeah, with the neighbor, right? And then they found out and they started fighting.
And they were
so
like, I fuck on your
I
bitch
pulled
now.
out. it was like 9 o'clock, and I just brought out a lawn chair, sat down, and was listening. Oh, it was quality, dude. They're like,
Why would you do this? Why would you put his ramen into your vagina? What the fuck?
He's trying to make wonton.
Did you make her wonton soup? Yeah.
I take you back if you don't make her.
You hot boil her egg.
Wait, she told me to go over and eat her pussy. I thought we were just eating cat.
What's going on?
When you come over to eat her pussy, when she starts unzipping your pants.
Yo.
Whoa.
Wyatt, how's it? Sorry, not Wyatt. I meant James. What, James? It's okay. Like Mr. Nichols said, you two are replaceable with each other. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
Do you remember that whenever you were sitting there?
that.
Good old Marky Mark.
I do remember y'all were
switched
close.
Yeah.
Y'all were next to the.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It was on. Where was that? Wait, where were we going?
That was the one.
Oh, we were going to Foster, and yeah.
I'm pretty sure you said that while you were walking behind the stand.
Yeah, because he was like, oh, you're gonna sit next to Janie and like be like replacement boyfriend. I was like, nope, not gonna do that.
It's been a long week. It has been an extremely long week. I've been doing the whole practice for 12 hours thing a week, and that has sucked and has been the worst decision of my life. But I mean. Okay, so since I don't really have anything to talk about, but what I did want to talk about, we can just jump right into it since most of the time whenever we do it late in the podcast and no one hears it. So, one of the things that we always ask our guests are two things, right? Childhood injuries. We want childhood injury stories, okay? Quality stories about how you almost died, okay?
Okay.
Or like if you got a paper cut and you cried like a little bitch or something. And then
I got a paper cut in the web between my fingers one time, and I literally wanted to like shoot myself. Like it was.
Now those get like really itchy for no reason.
Yeah, and like you can't scratch it, and it's just like it makes it. Oh, it's so bad.
Oh, whenever I was a little kid, I was like 6. We stayed in this hotel in Beaumont because my sister had a softball tournament, and I got locked in like the mechanic's stairwell. Like dead ass. So like we were playing hide and seek in the hotel. Alright, we were bored as hell. So like I didn't know what that meant at the time. So I just like opened the door, walked down. I tried to go to the next door on the next floor. It was locked. So then I walked back up, and that door is locked. And dead ass, I was in there for like 30 minutes. And my mom, like I didn't have a phone at the time because this was like 2007.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was about like 30 minutes, an hour before my mom eventually found out where I was.
Jesus Christ, that's awful. I've never been trapped anywhere like that, but I want to.
What?
I want to get trapped like
Bro, just shoot up and then you're trapped in your own mind.
One time, like my mom did it to me, but whenever I was little, I was like a little shit. Like my parents hated me, and my mom had like a minivan, like of course, obviously, and I would think it was like. I don't think my sister was born yet. I was like 4. My mom's pregnant with my sister, and we were going somewhere, and it was like my mom and my grandpa.
Your mom fucks.
And and so she said something, and then I got like really pissed off. So I had a root beer, and I opened it. It was open. The top was open, and I like threw it. Like I was sitting in the back, and I threw it, and I thought the thing was open. I thought it was closed, and then root beer went all over her minivan. And she's like, and she started like cussing me out. So she pulled over and she dead ass kicked me out and left me at a post office. Like she said, "All right, you'll find your way back," and I was like, "What?"
Okay.
And, like I was not, and she just drove off, and then I saw her drive away, and then I just sat there, and then I was like, she'll come back, and then she didn't come back for like 10 minutes, and then she just kind of just kept circling, but I didn't know it was her like minivan, and I was just like, I'm just sitting here. I didn't move. Yeah, it was bad.
Okay, so 2 things related to that. There was one time, and whenever we first moved to Texas, because I'm not from here, my mom had her old car that was like a town and country, but like not really, you know. So it was like a big minivan, and she what is it? Oh, and she gave me a big ass like. We went to the store to Kroger's, and you know how they have like the whole pastry section. She gave me, and I was like 5. She gave me a big ass like strawberry jelly pastry.
A what?
It was like strawberry jelly strudel.
Like those ones you get from like the Walmart bakery.
Dude, but it was fucking huge. It was like probably about this big, and I ate the entire thing. And then we get back to the car, and I'm like, shit, I don't feel so good. And I just, like in the middle of the it like everything that had been in my mouth in the past like 24 hours came out, bro. Like it was so bad. I was like, bro, there's a fucking pastry. Oh shit, that's last night's dinner, bro. Like, it was so bad. But the good thing is my mom got a new car out of it. So, but then also the other thing I was going to say about leaving people places. So, I was working at the Clarion for the Los Lonely Boys gig. And there was one of the tech guys that was setting up their stuff was telling us stories about how he was working with a band and they were doing a tour in Japan. And he was everybody's having a good time, but there was this one guy that fucked up, and he didn't say what he did, but apparently the guy fucked up pretty bad, and so they all got mad at him, and he was like, he kept fucking up like with what he was saying. He was like, "No, man, fuck it, it's no big deal." And the manager was just like, "If it's not a big deal, then you're gonna stay here and fix it." And they just left his ass in Japan. Like no flight home, nothing. They just left him in Japan.
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
That's tough.
It's fucked, dude. That's why, like, whenever he told me that, I was like, shit, I don't want to do this no more, man. I don't want to get left in Japan. Fucking cat girl's gonna attack me. Fucking
Big titty Asians.
big titty Asians, man. They
Oh,
want
what
to suck.
Bro, that's kinky.
I shouldn't
that's
say that,
nice.
dating Morgan. Oh my god.
Wait, did you say that's the best thing about dating?
No, I said I shouldn't say that, dating
Oh,
Morgan.
I was like, whoa.
No, yeah, the best thing is her wonton soup.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's not a euphemism.
Is she Asian?
Yes,
She does not look.
she is half Filipino.
half.
Have you ever talked to her?
Yeah,
That's
I've
funny
talked to
shit
her.
ever.
I've never like I can't like get it from her accent though. Her accent's like weird.
Yeah, I didn't know she had an accent until that one day that we went to the Clarion to record.
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking and she kind of had this weird like compressed like syllables in there. It's like I'm like,
She speaks English.
Ebonics.
This nigga needs to go back to Duolingo.
It's like, oh,
Bro,
You've
the
missed your Korean
Duolingo.
lesson.
The
You know what happens now?
The Duolingo.
That's my
owl
family.
meme.
Like the alert back door has been opened.
my,
my family?
my favorite one is like, did you do your Duolingo? Yes. What did it cost? Mi familia.
I was talking to
No, it's
these
like your console.
British people.
Your glove box.
Cause like TJ put me in a chat with a bunch of Brits and stuff, and fucking when me and him came back with the little adapter for the AC cord, it came in like this M1 Garand looking thing.
Bro, where is it? We gotta go find it.
Yeah, well, I'll go find it in a bit. But I took a picture of it and sent it to the chat. And I'm like, you're not American if you can't fucking name these rounds. And TJ named off a bunch of just random .70 whatever. And they were like, oh, smart lad. I'm like, what?
No, they're just like, what's a gun?
It's not a beach.
What's a gun to? We only know about knives.
Well, yeah, because like, aren't they not allowed to have
No.
guns at all in England?
No, not at all. Like, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Seen that video of the guy? He's like walking past like the herd of like police, and then like the gun just falls
Oh,
out of his
yeah,
pocket,
and
and
he
he like
picks it
picks it up, and the cop like,
Yeah.
it's like a little like alert.
Oh. Did you guys hear about that story where that FBI agent was at a party and he was super drunk and he did a backflip, and when he did the backflip, his gun fell out of his backpack.
Oh, yeah, I've
seen
seen
that,
And
that.
it fell and dropped and shot a dude. Yeah.
Killed him.
Yeah, I think it killed him.
Yeah, it did.
Fuck, dude, that's like the worst way to get got. Could you imagine just watching?
God.
Can you imagine an FBI agent
Do a
fucking
flip.
breaking it down, doing some sick stuff, and everyone, yeah, exactly. Just
Imagine
do a
that was-
flip, do a little flip, and he goes, all right, and just fucking do. And
the guy.
you're just like, yeah.
Enemy spotted.
It's fucking.
What if you meant to do that? It's like a Secret Service agent just does the backflip.
Yeah, that guy was actually a terrorist, and that FBI agent was just like the best FBI agent.
Super soldier shit.
Yeah.
RoboCop.
RoboCop, yeah.
You guys like goes in like eagle vision, and just like everything slows
Yeah.
down. It's just like
Yo, can I see that in Matrix 4? Do you want to talk about it for just a minute?
What?
Okay. The last episode we did that we recorded that's coming out today, which would be last Sunday when this comes out. Raul and I were a little bit out of there, but Raul was like noticeable.
Bro, was just like,
No. That he was the complete opposite. Dude. He would not shut up about Taekwondo for like 15 minutes, dude.
I was just talking about how I got mad because they wouldn't count my points, so I had to legit
he was
kill
like,
the other
he was
guy.
like bringing up like past experiences with Taekwondo. He's like, man, that lady made me so mad.
like that lady a bitch.
I got into a fight with this kid whenever I did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and like, y'all been in a fight before, right? You know how like, have you been in a fight?
No.
Have you been in a fight?
I want to be in a fight.
But like, you know how like the
I'm
adrenaline
like-
just like hits you, and you just kind of like go off.
It's
Like,
like,
it's just like you can't really like think. Well, like all I remember was like, well, his name was like Lee. I'm just gonna say it because he doesn't know this. His name was Lee, and he was this little shithead, and I fucking hated him so much. And he was like this is big kid. Like he was younger than me, but he probably weighed as much as me because he was like a little fat shit. And then he kept like fucking with me, and we were like rolling, as they call it. And
You're getting bullied.
This nigga was
he
steamrolling.
wasn't, like, he wasn't bullying me. He was just a dipshit. And so then all I remember, he did something, and then I like started punching him in the face. And
There's so
then
big
that's all I
rolls
remember.
around here.
Because when I got like tackled off, he got like somebody like tackled me off. I was like, what's going on? And his dad wasn't even mad. He's like, oh, I know how Lee can be. And I was like, okay. Like,
Yeah, don't mind.
Dude, if the dad knows how he can be and he doesn't do anything, you should beat the shit out of the dad. It's the dad's fault.
Or just the kid.
yeah, I didn't. I got other.
You know what I hated? Did you ever
Because
have
that's
to
just a free
oh,
punching bag.
Dude,
Temperature to report.
there were some lessons I would go to that were super awkward, and like they'd focus on like getting out of like, you know, like if someone had their hands on you like this, you'd figure out how to like get them off of you and stuff, you know.
I wasn't ready for that.
Porno, bam.
Yeah. But, like you figure
That
out,
shit fucking hurt though.
you figure out how to get them off of you. Oh
shit!
Bro, you're fucking dead.
Bro, you're
No, but
looking
you
your
figure
friend.
out how to get out of it, right? So there was this one we were working on where you had to bear hug the other person, right? And of course, me, like being 12, or like not even 12, but like 10 years old, I ended up, my partner that I was doing it with was the big titty goth girlfriend of the entire class. And so I had to bear hug her, and I'm 80% sure that's why, like, now I'm like big titty goth girlfriend, oh whoa. Because of that experience, they brainwashed me.
Can you repeat that?
Brain titty, what? Brain titty, what?
Brain
You're gonna get that brain.
Can I
like,
can I get lewds of a brain? Just someone to draw titties on a brain.
What?
Did you just
wait a minute.
I zoned out for a minute. I was like, yo, titties.
Oh my god. Last night we went to
I had to get up early too. That sucked.
last night we went to
I had to go home.
Justin Vio's
Yeah,
concert,
you could have slept in, probably.
and he's a classical guitar
You
player.
get the fuck up at
And,
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
And he was like, he was good, but like it was kind of boring. And then the last 3 songs just smacked large
They were-
PP, dude.
They were good.
Like
They-
the Duke
like,
Ellington song he
500
played,
foot.
and
Yeah.
then he
And then
played-
that one song like La Felicidad or whatever. Which
Did
is
you
like,
buy? You bought the CD, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was like. It was fucking. And then he did an encore, and Morgan was pissed because she had a 30-minute drive to get home, and she was like, "Can I go home now?" And then he comes back out and sits down, and she's like, "God damn it!" And so we sit down, and he does another song, and he's like introducing the song because he did like a 15-minute history lesson on each song. It was really fucking annoying, but he was like, "So this song is this is a song originally done by Louis Armstrong, and
No,
He said Louis Armstrong.
pre-story.
Louis.
So before,
Bro.
whenever you said Louis Armstrong, I was like, bro, watch it be that one song on Finding Nemo at the end, and then
that's in Finding Nemo.
at the end of it,
I
yeah.
thought
That's not
It's
Louis
Madagascar.
Armstrong, though. It's Bobby Darin.
It's still the same
Madagascar has him.
Song. What's the name of that song again?
I see trees of green.
No, that's not the end of Finding
Wonderful World. What a Wonderful
Yeah.
World. That's what
Yeah,
the song's
that's
called.
not
I
the
was
end
like,
of Nemo.
yeah, it is.
No, dude, that's in Madagascar.
It's at the end of Nemo.
It's
At the
Madagascar.
end of Nemo, it's Beyond the Sea. I'm telling you, bro.
You're right.
It's Bobby Darin. Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me. Yeah. Because it's Nemo, it's a fish, so yeah.
Buddha, 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 Buddha. Bwam, bwam. Where'd he go? Is he just gone?
Could shoot himself.
Could shoot.
So, childhood injuries, did you have any? Oh, why would you do that? That's gonna sound awful.
You already asked
Oh,
me.
What the fuck?
You already asked me.
Yeah, I know, but you didn't tell me anything.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Childhood injuries. I remember one time we went to the beach, and it was in the summer. It was probably like 5th or 6th grade. I think it was the summer going into 6th grade, and we went to the beach, and we weren't even there for like 15 minutes, and I broke these 3 fingers. I was playing football, and I jumped up to try to catch it, and then I like came down weird, and I fell, and like I just went right into the sand. I was like, and then
We like Thor.
I'm fucking your bitch in the poop.
everything come out okay, James?
Okay, we're talking about his childhood injury, about how he broke 3 fingers in 15 minutes at the beach.
I've never broken a bone.
Yeah, it's not fun. And I fell and like I broke these 2 fingers, and then I was like, but like I didn't really feel it because I was like running around, and like I knew it hurt obviously, but like I didn't really tell. And like they weren't like clean breaks, but they were all like, this one was pretty like fucked up, and then these 2 were like fractures, but they were like jammed and like fractured and like cracked and stuff. I was like, and like I got up and I was like, hey mom, I think I just like broke these fingers. She's like, oh, you know if they're broken. And I was like, okay. She's like, well, we just got here, we're not going home. So then she just made me like stick my hand in the ice chest, and I was just like sitting there and just like holding beers and stuff to try to like keep it cold, but like I couldn't really bend it. And then she's like, and then like when we went home, she like looked at it, she's like, oh, you're fine. And then the next day, I woke up and they were like black and purple, and I was like, I think they're broken. And she's like, no, like you just jammed it really hard, like I promise. And I was like, okay. And then the next day I was like, no, mom, I really think they're broken. And then she's like, okay. And then she took me to the doctor, and then we took an X-ray, and they're like, oh yeah, they're broken for sure. So I went like 3
Just
days.
like looks back at your mom, you don't bitch!
I did it like 3
What
days.
you did?
Broken fingers. Well, it actually wasn't even a doctor; it was a chiropractor. But she like specializes in like sports injuries, and so all she like, I mean, she can't really do anything for broken fingers.
She looks at your fingers and just goes, yeah, I can crack that back into place.
That's like a major pain, like you might feel a little pressure. She's like fucking breaks his finger.
Oh my god.
And then she just taped him up, but it was kind of cool because like she taped him and then it went down, but she cut him into strips and drew eyes, so it was like an octopus. But it's pretty dope. But it's a
James, what about you?
She was just drawing him.
What do you mean?
Have you had any childhood injuries? Anything? Don't talk about how you got trapped. Like nothing where you got.
She's a Holocaust survivor here.
Oh, so let's see. Me and my brother, we were playing football in the parking lot at one of my sister's softball games, and we were playing with his 2 friends, and I went after a ball, and I tripped, and the top of my head smack into the center of a fire hydrant.
What's your soft spot?
Actually, though, it was like right here on the top of my head. I was like 6 years old.
Everything's happening at 6.
And no,
It's horrible.
I was sitting there for like 2 minutes, like knocked out.
He made it basically.
I was passed out for like 2 minutes while my brother was like going to go get my dad.
Wait, you got like knocked out?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
I was out for like 2 minutes.
Word.
And then next thing you know, I wake up and I'm in my dad's car in the driver's seat in his lap, and he's got a towel on my head because I'm bleeding like profusely.
And he's like, it's okay, James.
And
So wait,
Did you
Take
a look at champ, bro?
Did you
Bro, you took that shit like you're good. I ain't raised no bitch. You ain't going on.
Yo, what kind of little bitch passes out when he
Bro,
hits
you didn't
it
get no
on fire?
stitches. Just let
I'll
me
fucking
show you good nigga.
No, okay, but did you hit like the flat side or did you hit like the
little
thing where they
wheel.
plug into?
the thing you plug into on the side.
Dude, how did you not fucking die?
Broken
That's what I'm wondering. It's probably
Yeah.
like why I'm like.
Probably what I
But yeah. So all I remember is that hitting it, waking up in the driver's seat of my dad's car with a towel on my
You could have
head.
broken your neck. Like you.
I know.
Have you seen the Breaking Bad?
No.
You never watched that? There's there's this super sad thing in it, right? Where this like super.
Walter, we're cooking
This
mess.
super cool dude, right? Who's one of the
So
characters.
sad.
He ends up getting like there are these guys that broke into his house, but they broke into the wrong house,
Alexa,
and he gets super scared about it,
play
and
the
he
N-word.
runs and he trips over a rug, and slides across like hardwood floor and hits his head on the wall underneath a table. And then the next scene you see of him, he's got his head completely shaved and it's all in like neck braces, and he's got like stuff drilled into his head. It was so sad, dude. Oh, it was so sad. He was like, I'm gonna be like this for the rest of my life. And I was like, yeah, it was really weird. I didn't understand that part either, because whenever because before he hit his head, he sounded like a normal dude, but afterwards he came out sounding like Gollum with a Brooklyn accent. He's like, I hit my head and I don't know why. It was
Like he smoked his whole life.
Yeah, it was awful. And I was just like,
He's like, you wanna know how I got these scars?
You're probably
Yeah,
wondering how I
I
got
do.
here. Like freezing frames.
speaking of James, thank you so much for reminding me.
Yeah, the Joker.
Have you seen the
it
Joker
looks
trailer?
So good.
No.
There's a Joker movie coming out on
Yeah, the trailer
October
came out
4th,
not too long
and
ago.
the trailer came out a couple
It looks
days
like
ago.
so
Who's the original Joker? I can't think of his name.
Like the one in the
Heath
movies?
Ledger?
Heath Ledger, yeah.
Heath Ledger.
Yeah, he was the fat ass one, like the fat.
This one looks good though. Like,
No,
I
yeah,
like
this one looks this.
If it's not Heath Ledger, I don't want to see it.
He's dead.
I know. That's why I'm never gonna
Bro.
see any
But
other
this
Batman
is good,
movies.
dude. This is good. I promise you, bro. Like, just watch the trailer. Okay, it's Joaquin Phoenix, right? It's not Jared Leto, so you don't have to worry about any hot
I
topic
hated
stuff coming out.
Jared Leto.
I hated Jared Leto's too.
Yeah, that was not a good.
He's a great actor,
not a good Joker.
but he's not a good Joker. Yeah.
Because it wasn't even like the iconic like I like how like they took a new spin on it, but like it didn't really work out. It was
Yeah.
like, weird.
And this one's
Half the
like,
time he wasn't even laughing. He was like,
Yeah, and he had that like tattoo thing. He was like, I was like, fuck off,
Yeah.
Jared Leto. Like,
and he was just acting like a douchebag the whole time during filming. Cause he
and
was,
no, but also in like Suicide Squad, he was in the movie for
Like-
maybe a total of 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like the whole movie.
I
And
mean,
was
he
just
was
like,
pissed about that. He went on Twitter and he was like, man, they cut out like 45 minutes worth of footage of Joker.
so maybe if you were better, you would get.
Because that was like the big thing. Because it's like, oh, Jared Leto's gonna be like the new Joker. Because like Heath Ledger
Yeah.
died, and they were like, oh, that's cool. And then he was in it for like 5 minutes. I was like,
Yeah.
fucking, that sucked.
No, but this Joaquin Phoenix movie looks so good because like he doesn't have any ridiculous tattoos or anything. The only thing that's different is the face makeup and the origin story. So in this one, he didn't get dropped into the vat of acid. So like the whole spin that they're doing on this is it's not that he got thrown into the vat. He's just
The vat got thrown in
the- yeah. So actually, what happened was Batman picked up the vat of chemicals. It was like this bitch empty yeet and fucking threw it on top of him. Right? No, I'm just kidding. What happened was, no, they threw him into society and he started just going fucking crazy and was just like, cause the whole thing that his big problem is like the divide between the rich and the poor, and so he like.
Oh, I saw a meme about that actually, and it was like 1989, and it was like, oh, like getting thrown into a vat of acid, and it's like makes you like crazy or something like that. It's like 2019 puts you in
In
society.
society,
and I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
bro.
No, it looks wild, dude, but it looks so good.
What part of society makes him go crazy? Like, does he not already live in like normal?
When he
world?
started getting like fucked up by other people.
Yeah, like
he was
people,
spinning a sign and
because
someone took it from him.
from what it looked like in the trailer, like he didn't really have a good job. He was doing like, you know, those sign spinners outside of like stores. He was that
Those
in
people can be dope.
he was that in like clown makeup, like as like
And
that's
someone
what he
stole it
worked
from
as.
him, and
And
then
someone
he
just
chased
like
after him.
stole it. Yeah, he
And
chased
he
it.
smashed it in him.
Went down an alley and they just started beating the shit out of him. And then like, yeah, it's super sad. Like there's one thing where you can see. I think they showed the scene where he like breaks, or like some of it where he just like completely like his mental stability breaks. And he's on a train and he just starts laughing. And these guys are like, "What are you laughing at, freak?" And they're just beating the shit out of him, and he keeps laughing. And I'm just like,
That's weird.
yeah, because like the whole theme of the movie is like put on a happy face, and it's super scary, dude. Like the trailer is artistic, and I'm looking forward to it.
Autistic.
It's no.
You almost said it.
I'm looking forward to.
Autism Awareness Month.
I'm looking forward to Endgame because that's coming out soon. Endgame
Forward
should
to
be fat.
Ant-Man doing anal.
Ant-Man doing anal
With Thanos.
with Thanos. James, are you good? You were zoned out. Are you tired?
I'm tired of shit. Last night
Wake up, bro.
fucking killed me.
Still fucking drooling. God.
Just that wasn't below your waist.
Yeah, it's below my nuts though.
Your nuts are below your waist.
Yeah.
I hope.
Oh god, dude, I cannot even express how tired I am. I'm probably not as tired as James over
That
there.
podcast, we all just take a nap.
Yeah. I want to take a nap, dude. I'm not even joking.
Honestly.
Do that one thing that the what was it, Davey, that Italian. I don't
Davey
know.
504.
Yeah.
Did like the to get to the 10-minute mark, he does like a 3-minute
Silence.
silence.
That's
just a
fucking hilarious.
therapy session. It's like, okay, now this is a portion where we try to get to 10 minutes so I can pay for my water bill. Now you just talk to me and I'll quietly listen.
I love Davey, dude. He's so funny.
This is one part where I was on the toilet. He was like, "Are you on the toilet?" I'm like,
He goes like,
Smash!
he's like, wait a minute! He can see! Oh, have you ever gotten, okay, have you ever been on like a website, you know, to perform a certain task, and you accidentally like you're on your phone, right? Yeah, and you accidentally like, your thumb just kind of slips and you click an ad, and it takes you like through 17 different websites to like 17 different tabs, and then you end up on one tab, right? And this happened on my old phone. I ended up on one tab, and it was like doing a countdown timer, and I was like super fucking scared, and it started counting down, and it was like, if you don't pay, it gave me like 5 minutes, and it was like, if you don't, you know, transfer money to this wire address, then like we're gonna sell all the documents on your phone and all your secrets. And me being like 12, I was like, like freaking the fuck out. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So I went and I was like sitting there, I was like, I started like crying, dude. I was like looking in the camera because I figured they could see me, whoever I was scared of. I was like, please don't do this. I don't want this to happen.
Bro, you're like the epitome of a 12-year-old on Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like, bro, don't take my diamonds, bro.
Don't you hate whenever you have Bluetooth set up on Alexa and you go to shower and then you're like, why is there no volume? And then you hear it in the living room.
Has that happened to you before?
Yeah. I was sitting there and I was like, what the fuck? And I like turned it all the way up and I was like, and then it hit me and I was like, it's all the way up in the living room. And then I went and I like turned off Bluetooth immediately. Like I paused the video and then I said, like I looked at it and it was like Bluetooth connected and it was like Echo Dot Plus. And I was
it's like those memes where the mom texts him and it's like, please disconnect from the Bluetooth and come outside, we need to talk. You know, like that.
I was like,
did your mom hear it?
my mom was at the bar. The only person that was home was Mo, but I don't think lady that's my godmother, I guess you could say. Yeah.
Okay. You just name dropped her like I was someone I knew.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know how to explain it, so I was like,
Oh shit, Mo.
Yo!
Bro, let's do an ASMR.
Literally every single fucking person who's been on this podcast has gotten up to the mic and gone, let's do an ASMR.
You need that.
I'm just gonna bass boost it.
Like, if you're wearing earbuds, like, warning.
Jack the game.
Wait, I got another one.
Welcome back to another ASMR.
I got
Oh
you.
my
I got
god.
you.
Literally everybody does that. No.
Now, if you do on this side, it'll go to the right side of the earbud, and if you go right here, on the left side of the earbud.
Oh, for real? That's dope as shit.
Wait, do I have to talk on that side?
Yeah.
Hey, guys!
They are gonna die, dude. Jesus Christ, you just fucking killed them.
I just killed
You
all
just
the
killed
earbuds.
me.
I'm like, oh, look.
Oh shit, bro.
They all collectively have
Fucking
aneurysms.
Wait, alright.
Can I do the thing again? Pop towards camera, pop towards camera. Oh my god, I thought it broke my window. I heard the sound of it falling and I thought the window shattered.
Dude, not gonna lie, I'm fucking hungry. Do you want to order some pizza?
Okay, the other question I have to ask is which one smacks more from a soundtrack perspective? Phineas and Ferb or SpongeBob?
SpongeBob.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
SpongeBob.
Oh my god,
sure.
seriously.
For sure, SpongeBob.
The only reason I would commend Phineas and Ferb is because they use the N-word in Squirrels in My
It squirrels in my pants.
It's in my pants.
Okay, the other thing that I've been wanting to talk about for a while, I've been wanting to talk about this for so long and I keep forgetting. Technically ever since the jazz thing that we did at St. Houston.
Right.
So we were sitting there we were getting ready to go play, right? And there were these, it was like me and Josh Gillis were the only people that I really remember being there. And these two guys that were friends walk into the band hall and they look at my glasses because I was wearing the red glasses and they were like, yo man, that, you know, those glasses are dope as shit, you know, and he was like, bro, you should get some, like pointing at his buddy and stuff. And one of them was like a super big black dude, right? And so Josh Gillis is walking out the door, and the black dude grabs Josh, and he goes, "Hey man, you see that guy over there? You see those glasses? Those
Fucking
hoe snatchers. He called my glasses hoe snatchers. So that's forever what I'm gonna have to call them. I'm gonna be like driving. Be like, hey.
No, so like if people ask you like to wear them or like they're asking you like where you got them or whatever, you can't answer that question unless.
Oh no, I tell them, but I'm super vague.
Oh.
Like I tell them where I got it from. I'm
No, like you can't answer any questions about your glasses unless they call them host snatchers.
So where'd you get your hoe snatchers? Yeah, like where'd you get your red glasses? Sorry, they're not called that.
They're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm looking at my coupons right now.
I'd be down.
Do you say
Two
coupon or
topic?
coupon?
Coupon.
I say coupon.
I say
I don't say coupon. I say coupon.
I say coupon.
There's no Q at the first. Like,
Yeah, it's.
Wait, how do y'all say? You know that stuff?
Caramel.
Yeah, that. How do you say that?
Caramel.
Caramel?
Caramel?
You awful human being! What's wrong with you?
Here, let me spell it out real quick.
I get that, but it's caramel.
No, it's not.
I just say
It's literally not.
I guess it's
C-A-R-M-E-L.
We could also get one extra large, one topping broken.
Caramel.
Alright, what do you call the stuff you put on your pancakes?
Syrup.
I was literally about to say
Jizz.
Pecans.
I say syrup.
I say pecan.
Pecan.
I say pecan.
I used to say pecan.
I say pecan.
It's like not even an option.
Hold
You
up.
either get pecan or pecan, and he just goes pecan.
Pecan.
Dude, I was at the fucking Kroger's and someone was like, go get these vegetables. I'm like,
I hate.
Bro, like that pronouncing fruits incorrectly.
What's the recommended amount of damn wham as an abs for
What did you just say?
It's like, what's the recommended amount for dedicated wham on Minecraft stuff?
Dude, my favorite Minecraft thing
it's how
is,
your girlfriend does.
or it's Fortnite. He's like, my name is Diego and my life is so sick. I have a lot of money and I have a big house.
Yes.
Would you rather be blind or dickless?
Both.
Remember those
Okay.
people that said, the more you drink growth, the more you lose your eyesight. And I'm like fucking blind, so I'm like, wait a minute. There's like a whole like half year where I just didn't go masturbating because
You
I'm
see
like,
that thing? It's like a.
it's working.
It's like,
Stop
it's like the ad.
No,
it's
dude.
like, are you really
The
jerking
prophecy.
off by yourself?
Like,
No, like I'm off.
yeah. No, that's why I always thought about that myth that whenever they try to scare kids, it's like, nah, miss, I'm just gonna eat some carrots
It'll
and
make your
it'll
palms
balance
hairy.
out. Just eat some carrots and I won't go blind.
Imagine having hairy palms and masturbating. It's like you get carpet burns all over your fucking shaft.
Do you ever like sit on your hands and then do
No, I never do that.
Dude, no,
We
I
never just
Sit on your
I've,
face
like,
so you feel like you're
I
giving
never-
a random person a blow.
Or use the other hand. It's like you're cheating on yourself. Just like.
I never used to use I never used to get my arm to fall asleep. You know how like sometimes your arms will just like
You lay on your.
you lay on your arm and you fall asleep and like they're just like dead in the morning. That happened one time whenever my dad got kicked out of his house and we were staying in an old guy's house and he only had twin beds. I woke up one morning and like literally for an hour and 30 minutes I'd stand up, walk around and stuff, and this arm would just be like just completely limp the entire time, and I was like, fuck it, alright, I guess.
Bro, I think it stopped recording. No.
No, it's good.
Like, bro, you didn't
Wouldn't be the
even
first
record.
time. Someone called me in the middle of the last one because I didn't have Do Not Disturb on, and it pissed me off, dude. Oh, it made me mad. And yeah, the person was like, cause I called them back afterwards, I was like, what's up? And they were like, oh, well, I'm out in the beach town that, that beach town, don't want to dox us. He's like, you
In
want?
one of the videos, you have the
I
address
know.
of this house.
Yeah, I do have the address of the house in the video. No, but I was like, and she was like, do you want to come hang out? And I was like, I'm not there, and no.
No.
Oh, dude, it has just been too long of a week. Freaking, did you guys hear what happened at the UIL competition?
Who's?
No,
Choir.
the academic one. Ooh, bro. Okay, so after I tell this, we're probably gonna end it. Okay.
Alright.
So, there was a whole thing, right? So A-Leaf Kerr showed up late, right, to school, and Brazoswood was hosting it. So there's this whole, one of the tests, right? They needed to they ran over into the testing room, and the testing had already begun. Like they were like 15 minutes into testing, and they knocked on the door and like frantically, and the proctor came out and he was like, "I'm sorry guys, I can't let you in." And the A-Leaf coach was like, "No, you can. You totally can." He's like, "I can't. It's already, the kids are in the middle of their test." He goes, "No, you can let us in. I promise, man. I promise. You can let us in." He goes, "No, I can't. It's against the rules." So he closes the door and he goes back, and the coach is just outside fucking yelling and like swearing and smacking on the door. And the proctor walks out again and opens up the door. He's like, "I can't let you in. You have to go." He's like, "Motherfucker!" and like gets super mad, and he starts like beating, like punching the lockers down the hallway, like putting dents in them, right? And this is like a full ass grown man. Jeez. And he goes down to Miss Dalton. I don't care about name dropping her. I really don't. He goes down to Miss Dalton and he's like just freaking the fuck out, like just like getting super red faced and just like, and all the kids are there watching him. Like all of his kids are there and he's just like, "Oh, this is fucking ridiculous." He got so worked up he passed out. Just like he just got slumped like halfway through.
That's grand pastry.
Like down.
Yeah. He just got super mad. And so everybody like compiled evidence together and sent it to the UIL people, and they were like, "Oh shit." But so A-Leaf Kerr is retaliating, saying that since we didn't let their students participate because we were being racist. So I've had this debate with a few people. I'll end it after this, I promise. I've had this debate with a few people. So like, if you saw, name something that like cheese is good on, like
Pizza.
like something that like.
Boobs.
Okay,
Titties.
no.
Man, why you always talking about some fish titties? Say something else. Fish titties.
No, so like, if you saw like, just like a bread bowl, right? And this dude just pours like just completely liquid cheese into the bread bowl, would you like want to eat that? That's fucking disgusting, right? Like copious amounts of liquid cheese is disgusting.
Okay, too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like there's actual like dry
what's
stuff
your?
on
Do you
it.
eat queso?
No, I hate queso. Dude, queso's disgusting and shit. Oh,
Thank you.
It's disgusting.
Thank you.
No, it's disgusting.
James just doesn't like cheese, period.
Alright, that's true.
I like cheese, but I can't do like
Bro, are you
any
sure
liquid
about
cheese. I can't do it. Stop.
So you don't like grilled cheeses?
No, I can do grilled cheese. Grilled cheese is fine.
That's
Bro,
like
it's just fake.
That's basically what stuffed cheesy bread is.
yeah.
I can like do one, but I can't. No, it just.
Well, what if you have stuffed cheesy bread with marinara sauce?
Depends on how much cheese there is.
Cause like the inside, it's like if you rip it in half, it's not gonna ooze out. It's like
Yeah, I hate whenever it is that. Okay, so now my other thing is, right? Same principle, right? Chocolate instead of cheese. Like if you saw someone like. If you saw someone cut down the middle of a cake and spread it open and just chocolate came out.
I don't like it.
I definitely wouldn't eat that, but I think it'd be cool.
I like chocolate, but I can't eat a lot of it.
Yeah.
Because then it just gets like, the taste just kind of...
The thing I do like though is if you put ice cream, I can eat more chocolate than normally. Cause like if you go to Red Lobster, and I don't think they have it anymore, but they had like this cookie cake, but it was like filled with chocolate and like it was a lot, but you put an ice cream on it. It's like the cookie makes up for it, and the ice cream kind of just...
Yeah, like at Chili's, like the molten lava cake.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like it has like, it's like a big like chocolate cake.
I like cookie
filled
with it,
like,
just not cake.
Yeah.
Do you
I
like
mean,
cookie
I don't
cake?
know. I mean, I'm not really a picky eater, so...
Do you like cookie cake?
Yeah, I love
Do you like cookie cake?
I love ice cream cake.
Yeah, there's some people that don't like cookie cake, and I'm like, what are you, gay? Like,
Like
communist
from
or something?
Great American Cookies or something like that. Those are...
Yeah.
Next podcast, we need to talk about how Anne Frank was a fucking commie.
And that's
That's it. Alright, thanks for watching.
Thank you very much
I
for
don't
watching.
give a fuck what you do. You can share it with your friends. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Alright! Woo!
This has been Pure Ecstasy Podcast.